Friends, what's up? This is your tech debt. Today I will explain scope of dynamic configuration protocol. Friends, this is your tech debt. Today I will explain dynamic host configuration protocol. DHCP scope. A DHCP scope is valid range IP addresses which is available for assigning lease clients and computers and particular subnets. This DHCP is available and is given to IP addresses and leased clients, the companies or computers, particular subnet masks. Scope determined while IP address are providing to the clients. The scope should be definition and active before DHCP. Clients use the DHCP server for a dynamic IP configuration. You can configure as many scopes are DHCP server it is required to your network. DHCP scopes to subnet. One DHCP scope is required for each subnet. DHCP scope and subnet. DHCP scope contains pool of IP addresses 10.223.223.1 to 10.223.223.200. That is the DHCP server can lease that to the DHCP clients. Each physical networking can have only one DHCP scope or superscope with one or more range of IP addresses. Types of scopes: superscope and multiscopes. Superscope is one function is there, multiscope is second one. Superscope. This range of IP address that spans several subnets and the DHCP server can be assigning this address to clients to the on several subnets. The superscope is an administrative feature of DHCP servers that you can create and manage through the DHCP console. Using superscope, you can group multiple scopes as single administrator entity. This using superscopes. The superscopes of DHCP clients on the single physical network segment have multiple logical IP addresses. This DHCP superscope mainly physical network segments. It is worked that multiple logical IP address. There are so many multiple logical IP address and that also subnet mask. It is worked. It's called as multi-nets. Super remote DHCP clients located on the fares at real agents, situation of which is super scope are useful. More hosts must be added than original plan. The networking is remembered. The two DHCP servers are used managing separate logical subnet and same physical subnet. This range classes D are 224 dot 0.0 to 239.255 to 55 that can be ascending computers when this ask for them. Multicasting can be used to send messages of groups computers at the same time with only one copy of the message. The multicast address dynamic clients locations protocol MADCAP. MADCAP it is used request multicast address from the DHCP server. DHCP scope properties networking ID, the networking ID for range of the IP addresses, subnet mask, the subnet mask for the networking ID, networking IP address range, the range of IP address that networking. The DHCP scope properties less duration, the period of the time that is the DHCP server hold leased IP address for the client before removing leasing. The lease duration is IP address, the client before removing this lease. Routers ADSP option that allow DHCP clients to access remote networks. Router these DHCP clients are used remote networking purpose. DHCP scope property, scope name, and alphanumeric identify administrative purpose. Exclusive range, the range of IP addresses and scope that is exclusive from being leased. Reserved IP address. This DHCP server mainly reserved IP addresses option is there. This managing all that's reserved. Reservations of the specified IP address per computer or other IP addressable devices on the network. This reserves selected IP address for special functions device on the network, ensuring DHCP does not duplicate the reason on the addresses. This is the diagram I will explain. This is the 160.50.52. This is another was 160.50.50.1. This is one is the switch relay agent. This is another client 160.50.53. This is the relay agent IP input is 180.130.54.45. This is the DSP server IP address 180 series and 30 and 54 and 45. The black computer want to register itself the network, so it is sent to request to pockets the DSP converting routing and IP address. This is sending to request going this way. Is communicate all computers, and also each network has real agent DHCP, and the agent will forward message for blocking of DHCP server. DHCP server contains pool of IP addresses can be released host and demand. After DHCP server IP address pool, it is DHCP server various scopes. Server send IP address default gateway subnet mask into this client is coming through real agent. The DHCP discover DSP offer DSP request scope and administrative. The scope is the administrative groups of the computer for the subnet using DHCP services. Administrators and create a scope for each physical subnet works, which is the used as parameters by clients for the subnet mask. The scope and administrators are planned that scope based on the need of particular groups of users with appropriate leasing durations different for the related scopes. This characteristic of scopes a range of the possible IP addresses from the which is the including excluding addresses, and this DHCP servers is leased offering a Unicode subnet mask determines the subnet related to give IP addresses. The characteristic of scope. What are the character on these scopes? The scope name ascending when the scope is created. Lease duration value be assigned to DHCP clients that receiving dynamically allocated IP address. The DHCP scope make all the clients happy. Thanking you. You are tech dude. Please subscribe my videos. Please like.